CNN Tonight, I'm Don Lemon, and we have breaking news on the Mueller investigation to tell you about. The breaking news is on Paul Manafort. Paul Manafort has breached his plea deal. Mueller's team says the former Trump campaign chairman lied repeatedly to both Mueller and the FBI after pleading guilty to conspiracy and witness tampering. This was back in September when he pleaded guilty to that. So, what does all this mean to the investigation? Much more on that to come in a moment. We've got a lot to talk about here. It's very interesting. All of this is happening as President Trump, day after day, waging a war on reality. Let's be honest. Let's talk about his relationship with reality. Confronted with facts that don't fit his view of the world, his strategy is this. It's simple. Deny, deny, deny. Okay, let's just start with today. Falsely claiming that migrant children were not tear gassed at the border this weekend.
We don't use it.
Okay, so facts really matter, right? And the fact is, children were tear gassed. You can see that for yourself in this picture. There it is. This is a president who not only denies reality, denies what we have seen with our own eyes, he denies what members of his own administration tell him. Think about that. There is the big climate change report the White House tried to bury by releasing it on the day after Thanksgiving. A report produced by a team of 13 federal agencies. 1,656 pages full of facts, of science, and really frightening predictions about what could happen as temperatures continue to rise. Food could be scarcer. The U.S. economy could lose hundreds of billions of dollars, and thousands more Americans, quite frankly, could die. We're already seeing evidence that this country is being hurt by climate change. Farmers in Georgia could lose $2.5 billion in the wake of Hurricane Michael. But when burying that report didn't work, President Trump, or President T, as he has nicknamed himself this weekend, simply said he doesn't believe it, even though it's his own administration's report.
Yeah, I don't believe it. You don't believe it? No, I don't believe it.
This is a president who's not only anti-science, he's anti-intelligence. His own CIA has concluded that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman personally ordered the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. But President T continues to defend, I should say, the Saudis and the Crown Prince, saying maybe he did and maybe he didn't. And he's made it very clear why he's so willing to defend the Saudis. It's all about the Benjamins.
Concerned that by now punishing Saudi Arabia more, it could send a message to other world leaders that they can do as they please and America could be weak in their eyes?
No, not at all. Saudi Arabia has been a long-time strategic partner. They're investing hundreds of billions of dollars in our country. I mean, hundreds of billions.
And of course, this president has consistently ignored the clear conclusion of his own intelligence community that Russia interfered in the 2016 election. Tonight in Mississippi, at it again, falsely calling the Russia investigation a witch hunt.
We have a lot of bad people. We have a lot of phony stuff, like the Russian witch hunt garbage.
So this is not true. No matter how many times he says it, the fact is this. 3 people have been sentenced to prison in the Russia investigation. Ask them if they think it's phony. One of them, George Papadopoulos, just started his sentence today. 35 people and entities have been charged with a total of 191 criminal counts. 191 criminal counts. So witch hunt? Not so much. So maybe it shouldn't be a surprise that this president seems awfully eager to let the Russians off the hook for opening fire on and seizing 3 Ukrainian vessels near Crimea. An act the president's own ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, says the international community must condemn. But the president himself was about as mealy-mouthed as he could possibly be. Why can't the tough guy be tough on Russia?
We don't like what's happening, and hopefully it'll get straightened out.
On the same day, the president bragged about manufacturing jobs.
The previous administration, they said manufacturing's never coming back. It's gone. You need a magic wand. Well, we found the magic wand, and that's actually going to be increasing by a lot in the next short while because we have a lot of companies moving in.
That was the same day he bragged about manufacturing jobs. It was bad news for GM today. The company announcing it will cut 15% of its jobs and close 5 North American plants. Yet this president has nothing but bluster for CEO Mary Barra.
I was very tough. I spoke with her when I heard they were closing, and I said, you know, this country's done a lot for General Motors.
Empty, tough talk, ignoring the fact, even when they come from his own administration. It seems that people only tell the truth about this president when they've got one foot out the door. Here's the latest example. Congresswoman Mia Love, a member of the president's own party, she conceded today to Democrat Ben McAdams in their Utah congressional race and slammed the president for saying this.
Mia Love gave me no love, and she lost. Too bad. Sorry about that, Mia.
The congresswoman took a big gulp of truth serum and said this.
This gave me a clear vision of his world as it is. No real relationships, just convenient transactions. That is an insufficient way to implement sincere service and policy.
And there is another inconvenient fact facing this president. 6 in 10 Americans disapprove of the job Donald Trump is doing as president. According to a Gallup poll out today, just 38% approve.